Bob from Bob's Workshop. It's almost the 4th of July, which is America's birthday, so happy birthday, America. If you're in America, maybe you're going to be doing something fun tomorrow or tonight, watching some fireworks, maybe having a picnic. If you're not in America, well, that's okay too. Lately on this channel, I've been just doing a lot of product reviews. I've been looking at catalogs and items from my collection and things that I've bought. They were already done. Today, I'm going to get back to some of my roots. I'm going to repaint a boxcar and make some special decals for it. It's a boxcar that I picked up at a swap meet very cheaply a little while back. And I finally got around to working on it this week. And it's finished today. So, here it is.
This is a high cube boxcar made by Lionel in 1978. I bought this at a train show last spring for $10. It even came with its original box. But even 4 months ago, I knew I'd be repainting it. The tall flat sides, the undesirable light blue color, its near mint condition, and its low price was exactly the combination for which I'd been searching. It's the middle of summer, and it took me until now before I realized that the light blue boxcar is the exact same shell that Lionel also used for the Mickey Mouse Express. I think you can see where this is going. My baby blue TCA convention car will be converted into another unit for Disney's Mickey Mouse Express. Since all of the original Disney boxcars had white sides, I'll make the change here too, but keep the black roof and the black ends. So how convenient is it that Lionel used the same lettering on the ends of both cars? That works out well for me, so that will stay too. But the blue has got to go. This might be the world's easiest boxcar to disassemble. By gently pulling outwardly on the shell's sides, the frame pops right out, and even the sliding doors are a cinch to remove. Now I just need to prepare the shell for new paint, which involves a sink, a toothbrush, Dawn dishwashing detergent, and of course, some wet sanding. The old graphics don't need to be removed completely. I just don't want their outline to show through either the new paint or the new decals. I also don't want to lose too much of the rivet detail that's molded into the shell. So I'm sanding gently with just 600 grit paper. Lionel introduced the Mickey Mouse Express in 1977. In addition to the diesel locomotive and caboose, there were 3 boxcars offered that first year. By 1978, 6 new boxcars were added that featured more of the original Disney characters and a few of Disney's early animated movies. I have a few of these, and at first I was thinking about using a photo of the original graphic for my decal, but the boxcar's rivets were showing up too much, so I decided to create my own. I scanned my 1978 catalog to get a higher resolution image of Mickey's head and the unique writing styles used in both the catalog and on the models. From the scanned image, I was able to separate each design element, and from there, I could rearrange and scale them to more closely match those used on the boxcar. This is a pretty good rough idea for placement, but for greater accuracy, I'll lay them over a photo that's been sized to the boxcar's actual proportions. Once I'm happy with that, I'll add some text for the lettering and then delete the photo. And if I do say so myself, that's not half bad. For the boxcar's left side, I'd like to stay with the theme of early Disney classics, and since my freight car is black and white, 101 Dalmatians seemed like the perfect fit. All I have to do now is print everything onto white inkjet decal paper and then seal them with a clear finish.